The Fake Martial Artist, starring DJ Audits, Random Security, and some urban explorers, directed by Mr. Chips.
Disclaimer: any resemblance to actual martial artists, living or miraculously still kicking, is purely coincidental. The fake martial artists depicted here are the product of imagination and excessive martial arts movie marathons. They may possess powers, such as the ability to defeat 10 enemies with a single exaggerated move, deflect bullets with a plastic sword. Please do not attempt to replicate their skills at home, as it may result in awkward hospital visits and long-winded explanations to concerned medical staff.
DJ Audits was well known for his daring urban photography, capturing the beauty of abandoned buildings and forgotten corners of the city, but he also had a flair for the dramatic. DJ had watched countless martial arts movies and fancied himself something of a martial artist, despite his only training being a few casual self-defense classes. His friends often teased him about it, but DJ took it all in stride, convinced that his skills were more than enough to handle any situation. One evening, DJ Audits decided to explore an old, derelict amusement park on the outskirts of town. The place had been abandoned for years and was rumored to be haunted, making it the perfect backdrop for his next photo series. As he maneuvered through the rusting rides and overgrown paths, he felt the thrill of adventure that always accompanied his nocturnal escapades. He was setting up a shot near a crumbling roller coaster when he heard voices approaching. DJ looked up to see a group of security guards, accompanied by a couple of other urban explorers who had been caught earlier. The explorers were being escorted out, but their attention quickly shifted to DJ. "Hey, you there," one of the guards shouted. "You're trespassing, come here." DJ's heart raced. Instead of slipping away quietly, his instinct to show off kicked in. He straightened up, squared his shoulders, and adopted what he imagined was a martial artist stance, legs apart and hands raised defensively. The group of explorers and guards stopped, watching him with a mix of curiosity and amusement. "What are you doing?" one of the explorers asked, barely suppressing a laugh. DJ took a deep breath and tried to channel his inner Bruce Lee. "I don't want any trouble," he said loudly, "but I know martial arts. You don't want to mess with me." The security guards exchanged glances, trying not to laugh. "Oh really?" the lead guard said, stepping forward. "Let's see what you've got." Feeling a surge of adrenaline, DJ performed a series of exaggerated and awkward martial arts moves, throwing slow-motion punches and high kicks into the air. He spun around with what he hoped looked like a graceful pirouette, but ended up being more of a clumsy twirl. The explorers burst into laughter, and even the guards couldn't keep straight faces. Jay's cheeks burned with embarrassment, but he pressed on, convinced that if he just looked confident enough, they might back off. Instead, the lead guard stepped forward, still chuckling. "All right, enough of this nonsense. Come with us." DJ's bravado evaporated. Realizing how ridiculous he looked, he dropped his stance and held up his hands in surrender.
Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart, give it. Hands up, baby, hands up.
Okay, I'm leaving," he muttered. As he was escorted out of the park, the explorers continued to laugh and joke about DJ's impromptu martial arts demonstration. He kept his head down, feeling thoroughly humiliated. Later that night, back in his apartment, DJ reviewed the photos he had managed to take before the confrontation. Despite the embarrassment, the shots were stunning. He hesitated before uploading them to his Instagram, unsure of how to caption them. Finally, he decided to embrace the humor of the situation. He posted one of the best photos with the caption, "Sometimes, you've got to know when to fight ... and when to just take the picture and run." Hashtag urban exploration, hashtag epic fail. The post quickly went viral, with friends and followers chiming in with supportive comments and good-natured ribbing. DJ leaned back in his chair, a smile tugging at his lips. He might have looked foolish, but he had a great story to tell, and that, after all, was what his adventures were all about.
Everybody was kung fu